Hey everyone, this is Shira for InternetMarketingDuru.com, and today I'm here with Don Grace, copywriter extraordinaire and a dad, and also the brand new author of the best-selling book, How to Make Money Online from Home Fast and Easy, whether you choose to work or not. So, hi Don, how you doing?
I'm doing great, Shira. How are you?
I'm perfect. I still remember the first copywriting course I ever took from you back in 2009. Man, that's totally changed the way I looked at copy.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, so it was such an honor for me to be able to help you out to get your book published on Kindle. And I'd really like to tell everyone what it's about, because I got a chance to read it several times, and I know it's really, really good. It has a lot of great info and resources inside. So why don't you tell us a little bit about why you wrote the book, and then we'll get a little deeper into what's in it.
Okay, great. Well, I mean, first off, thank you so much for your help. You're a rock star when it comes to anything Kindle and other things, so I really appreciated that. So the reason why I wrote this is basically to simplify everything, especially when you're getting started and you're getting bombarded with the first time you type into Google how to make money online, you got all these offers, all these sales letters, you're bookmarking all of them, buying one after another, saying, well, if this doesn't work, then I'll buy that. If this doesn't work, then I'll buy that, and so on and so forth, chasing all the shiny objects, when it really only comes down to three things that you need to apply to anything that you're doing online, whether it be selling other people's stuff or trying to sell your own stuff, or if you're in a network marketing or home-based business type of company, it doesn't matter. It's all you need to do is follow the same three philosophies, or do these three things, and you'll have a lot more success with what you're doing regardless. And so I wanted to just make it clear in this book here's what you do, apply it to what you're doing, and go make some money. And it's not that complicated, That's really it.
Yeah, the power of three. I mean, I know that, especially to people that are new, everything can look so overwhelming, and when you break it down like that into just three components, and then focus on each one separately, it just makes it doable and easy. And so thanks for that. The power of three is a strong number, three.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think the biggest mistake that people make, especially when getting started, I know I made it myself, is trying to reinvent the wheel, trying to overcomplicate things, and when it's put in very simple terms, even getting to the point of saying, what, that's it? And like, nah, there's got to be something else, and so they still keep going on that buying frenzy or whatever, just to do a full circle and realize, oh, wait, that is all it is.
That's so true. And most people that get started online, including myself and probably you too, bought thousands, if not more, dollars worth of info products to learn how to do stuff. And I got to say that just by getting your Kindle book that costs only $2.99, I mean, the information that you give in that book and the resources that you give in that book, I mean, I've seen that sold separately in courses for well over $10,000. So in terms of value, I don't think you can really beat the format that you went for. And you really did a big favor for everyone. So everyone, go out and get it on Kindle. How to Make Money Online from Home Fast and Easy, whether you choose to work or not, by Don Grace. And why don't you tell us a little bit about some of those special bonuses that you put inside the book? Even though it's just $2.99, you were really very generous.
Yeah, well, the first bonus is, one component to whatever it is that you're doing is obviously you need traffic to whatever it is you're trying to sell, right? So I've put in a list of 218 traffic sources. Some of them are paid sources, and some of them are free places where you can go advertise if you're on a budget. And they're all listed right out there. All you got to do is click on the links. I included hyperlinks, and there you go. So traffic should never be a problem for you. And the other one is, it has to do a lot about mindset, and I'm a firm believer in whatever you got going on upstairs is going to determine the results you're getting out in the world. And one of the things that I did back when I was first getting started, and I used to think this was all a bunch of bullcrap actually, was I bought some audios that cost me $97 a piece, and there was 12 of them, so do the math. and they actually worked, and it's based on scientific technology. And so, this isn't like woo-woo stuff or anything like that. I learned how to produce them myself, and I made one for you, and it's specifically for programming your brain to kind of attract or get money, so to speak, without thinking about it. So you kind of have, you hear about the millionaire's mindset and words like that thrown out there a lot. That's to do that for you, so you don't have to think about it. And that's included in the book. Basically, you're going to have a free membership into my website where you can go and download it for free. And then there's also a bunch of videos in there that are free that show you how to do in greater detail everything that I've listed out in the book. So you can kind of watch over my shoulders and see exactly how I'm able to do it, which, it took me about 2 hours to set up a whole system that now runs on autopilot. And that membership's at getmoneypronto.com. So,
and that's also absolutely free.
That's totally free.
Yeah, that's amazing. I wish you had done this, back when I got started. Man, that would have saved me a lot of time and heartache, I can tell you.
I wish I would have found something like that. I've spent at least $120,000 in the last 8 years on my education.
Yeah.
And tried to dump all that into one $3 Kindle book.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, spending that amount. I still spend it every day. I still buy books. I still buy things that I think could be useful in my business to see what other people are doing. And if I get one little tidbit out of something, then I don't care if I paid $2 or $2,000 for it, then it was worth it.
Yeah, and I think, with the big resource list of traffic sources, I think one of the biggest lessons that I've learned online is instead of going out and buying like $1,000 course, if I put that same $1,000 into, ad spend and into actual action for my campaign, then I see results, then I make money, as opposed to, just, buying knowledge that I could have probably assembled. If I had your book, obviously, then I would have had it, from the get-go. But,
you bring up a really good point.
Yeah.
And that's, people will spend large amounts of money on information products, but when it comes to pulling the trigger and pushing the button for maybe doing an AdWords campaign, so to speak, paid traffic, they tighten up and they get scared and they spend maybe $30 on AdWords and panic. And I'm saying that from experience because I did the first time too.
Yeah, it's funny because that's actually a tax-deductible expense. So
yeah.
It's even better.
I learned that recently and wrote off a whole bunch of that stuff.
Yeah. I have to say that one of my favorite things in the book, and it's something that you started off, you've got a lot of stories in the book. It's really easy to read. It's not like one of these dry books. It's your own stories from your personal experience. You can learn something from each story. And each chapter also has a special meme to give it some humor. And it's totally not textbook reading. It's very, very entertaining. And basically you can go through it, in an hour or two, or, you could pick away at it slowly. But I really like your writing style. Obviously you're a copywriter, so you're a very talented writer. And I think that really, is to anyone who gets this book, it's to their advantage because they'll really be able to sort of get that information seeping into them through your stories. So that's really cool. Why don't you tell us about one super duper story from the book, and we'll wrap it up.
The one that always comes to mind is there's a chapter in there, what's it called, Boobs, Beer, and a Bed or something like that, and it's a true story. I used to be in the bar business, in the nightclub business, and I was a general manager for a really hot nightclub in Southern California in Palm Springs, and one of my bartenders asked if she could have black lights installed above the bar. She had big boobs, whatever, and she wanted to wear a white T-shirt to make everything stand out more because she figured she could sell more booze that way and make more money in tips and so on and so forth. And a lot of bar owners think that if you have a bunch of pretty girls selling drinks that you're going to make more money. And I beg to differ with that. So I wanted to prove a point, and I told her, all right, I'll tell you what. I'll install the black light if you can sell more than me in one shift and make more money in tips. And that's it. I mean, you can see me here on video. You know, I got a beer gut. I'm just an average-looking dude. You know, no big deal. So I went behind the bar with her, and we cut it in half. I said, this is my half, this is your half. And I ended up outselling her by $1,000 and making a couple hundred more in tips, I believe. And the moral of the story is I provide excellent customer service. And when you can apply that to anything that you're doing, even if you got a job or if you're making money online, if you're starting a home-based business, when you provide that level of service and you take care of the people that are taking care of you, you will make far more money than anybody else. I don't care if they say sex sells. Maybe it does in the short term, but in the long term it doesn't.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
so,
That's totally my motto. And I not only believe in giving value, but also providing great customer service. And I can tell you that in the long run, you know, for anyone who's been on the Duru site and has asked a question has always gotten an answer. And I know that that you're the same with your students and your clients. And so everyone take that nugget and run with it. And until your next best-selling book, everyone go out and get How to Make Money Online from Home Fast and Easy. Whether you choose to work or not, it's available on Amazon Kindle. It's only $2.99. You get a ton of resources, some insights, fabulous stories, and a free membership site. So thanks so much, Don, for being here today. It's been such an honor working with you.
oh, it's been my pleasure, and thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Have a fantastic day.
You too.
All right, bye.
Bye.